views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
This show's audio was via a Skype call. The future awaits you with Let It Go Radio and internationally renowned host Barbara Scheidegger. Do you struggle with believing in yourself, reaching for the stars, or simply saying, yes, I can? This show will accelerate your yes to anything in life as Barbara explores self-improvement, behavior modification, how to effectively achieve your goals, and quantum hypnotherapy. As an ultimate Renaissance woman, Barbara will show you how to let go of old patterns, manage expectations, and gain the necessary tools to live a more vibrant, prosperous, and happy life through the Scheidegger Approach. No perfection, just excellence. Let It Go Radio starts now.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Pat, and every month I get to hang out with Barbara Scheidegger. Now listen, today's show is a super important one here on Let It Go Radio, Living Your Future Now. And why is this so important today? So guess what? We're going to go on a journey from how to shift, how to step into the freedom from victim and the victim syndrome. And there is one, how to change our mind to signal personal power and strength, and how to do that now. Barbara is amazing. For many of you, you've been watching her videos, been watching the Facebook Live shows, listening to her on the radio, and what you know is that she is totally committed to helping all of us understand and live an amazing life, a life of, what do we want to say, inspiration and desire, how to turn that, how to move that in to our best selves. And what is the best way to do that? Well, clearly there are some things we got to let go of. We have to let go of them. Whether you have worked with Barbara or are aware of all of the work that she does, whether it's helping an individual or an organization or a business, how to let go of things that are not serving you, but to be fully present in the moment of your complete empowered selves to create exactly what you want. And right now, the energy is so expansive for us to do this, but we have to take a look as to whether or not we've got a little bit of the victim thing going on. Barbara, welcome. It's great to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. It's just that time of the year. People tell you, I wish you a joyful season. I wish you peace. And I'm wondering why only in December? I mean, shouldn't it be all year long? And that's what I want to bring it up. It's, yes, we focus this time, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be with my family, no matter what, I'm gonna be nice with my mother or with my father, even though, but what is going to happen after that?
Right,
Are you falling back again in that, now I need to go and see my family again, I saw them on Christmas, or I'm asking you, aren't you sick of that?
Yeah.
It is a pattern that we just have in us, and we are constantly just having that just special moment that we have to be nice.
I know.
and then we go back in our pattern and forget about these people. It is a learning experience. It is a creation of your new life moving forward, so you're able to be happy and peaceful for the rest of your life. I mean, don't you want that?
Yeah. Isn't it too, Barbara, that we get stuck in these stories of our past and really create this victim mentality for ourselves? Like, let me tell you about my childhood. Well, I could, by the way, I could go on about my childhood, but we're not going to go there. But
we'll have to have a separate discussion about that.
Yeah, we do. Probably have to book a session with you. But there's these stories that we create in our lives, and they literally direct us to live less than we could. And we just carry them around.
I agree on that. And the reason for that is it's a comfort zone to blame others.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful to blame someone else, the neighbor, the dog, the cat who ate the homework, all these things. And then it gives us comfort that we can point fingers instead of taking full responsibility. First of all, childhood is childhood, and the parents do what they do. And I'm a mother, and I know I thought in my head I give my best. And I did what I thought it was right to do. When I look back sometimes, I have to tell to my daughter too, you know what, I understand, and I understand why you were angry, and today I can apologize for it, because I can stick up to my mistakes, because we're not, us parents, we're not perfect. Yeah. And unfortunately, the kids think always when they are little, parents are perfect. And then suddenly it hits us in a certain moment, oh my God, mom is this, dad is that, but we are just people. And we hang on this, that, oh, my mom did this to me at that time, and my dad did this to me at that time. Yeah, there was a reason, but get over it. Yeah. Now it's time that you're a grown-up person. Your life is in your hands and not your mom's and dad's hands. So it's time to switch your thoughts. And it's the power of thoughts. That's what we have to change within us. The thought that somebody did always something wrong. Yeah, people did wrong to us. That's just what it is. But there are other people that did good. Why don't we hang on that? That's why I'm asking also the listeners, just think about the good things that happened to you in your life. Just think about really strongly of something that happened to you, and get the emotion and even the picture of it. Just linger in that. How great that was, and what it brought you, and what have you learned from that. We have the power to switch our thoughts from negative to positive, but the negative, it's just that victim mentality, and you feel like everybody has to be sorry for yourself. No, look, it's an excuse. You're looking for an excuse not to move forward, because it's so comfortable to be in there, even if it's painful. It's basically you enjoy the pain. That's what you know. But once you get out of it and have the positive thought, you have the feeling of peaceful, maybe more self-esteem, acceptance of who you are. And that's suddenly strange. And that's what we have to focus on. It's a learning experience. I just had a client last week, and she did a session with me. She called me up the next day that she feels much better, and actually people told her she looks much better and happier, and she feels good about it, and she was very happy. And then suddenly came in after 3 days, well, but still I still have my little anxiety here. And I said, yes, it's going to be there. And you have 90 seconds for yourself to switch it to the positive again, what other people told you. If you hold on this 90 seconds and you go and linger in that negative, your day will be miserable and you feel so sorry for yourself. So consciously now she understands that she has anxiety and that's negative. So consciously she has that up there now, and I can tell herself, oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm switching over. I'm thinking about my good things and what people told me the other day. So it's just bringing your thoughts into consciousness and not with the unconscious habit we have, and just doing it because it's there. It is realizing what you're doing while it's happening, and then you can change it. And that's what we are bringing up in people, and it's an exercise. And I can tell the listeners, start that today. Before you go to bed, just think about the good things that happen to you in your day. Even if you feel down, they were good things that you happen. And even if it's just a good hot cup of hot chocolate, or somebody smiled at you or something, that's what we need to do. And before we go to sleep, it's very important to do that. And if you're willing to, it's homework, start writing it down. the positive things about 30 minutes before you go to bed, because that's when the unconscious mind starts to work. And with handwriting, because handwriting is an ideomotor response, that means you write unconsciously. You don't have to think about writing anymore. You know exactly how to write. So it goes in your unconscious mind. And if you write down the good things in your life, if you write down that you're happy, that you love your life, and yes, you can, and you go to bed and you read that one more time just before you turn off the lights. In the morning, it's like a different waking up.
Yeah. One of the things we're going to talk about too is exactly this. It's like when we can make an agreement with ourselves that we want to. First of all, you have to want to move from the victim mentality. You got to want that, right?
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
What you're talking about though is once you do it and you can experience the joy and the change and the shift, all of that, then you're like, well, wait a minute, I want more of that. And that's where the practice comes in. When we come back, we're going to talk about how do we do that and adapt to change? How do we do that and adapt to change? One day, if you're me, you've got a job, you got a career, 24 and a half years with the same company, 6 months away from retirement. And the next thing you know, what happens? Downsizing. What do you do with that situation? Now, look, I know everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. If you have a fear of loss, what do you do? Well, that's why Barbara is here. She's going to help us out with that. Let's take a short break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Barbara's approach is calm, straightforward.
With Barbara, she gives you homework.
Being under the hypnosis, there wasn't 1 minute where I didn't feel like I was not in control. I felt I was always in control.
And when I was in Europe, I got really sick and I called her from there. And she talked to me for 10 minutes and I was up going again.
I only had 3 sessions and I didn't bite my nails anymore.
It's very important for people to do hypnotherapy. And it's very important to keep an open mind. And that was the first thing she told me. You have to keep an open mind. If you don't keep an open mind, she says it's not going to work.
I have a great outlook. I'm exercising. I've dropped pounds.
For me, just being able to get out of the house, go out, have fun with my friends, eat normally, I could say it really started to change my life.
It's like she gives you the power to do things for yourself.
Be open-minded and just try it.
Me personally, I'm a stressful person. I can stress out of anything. And I think that hypnosis does work and does help.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's so great to be connecting with all of you. Happy holidays to all of you. And certainly for those of you listening in Washington State, our prayers go out to, the folks in Lacey and what happened there. Our hearts go out to you today. This is about looking at the changing landscape of things in our lives. Barbara Scheidegger joining me here today. And for many of you, just so you know, you can find out more about Barbara. Go to letitgohypnosis.com, or you can go to letitgoradio.com or Barbara Scheidegger. Any of those places will get you there. Also, make sure you check out her YouTube channel because she's got great videos of her journey and how she's helping so many people, move through life in a way that they've probably never experienced before. And she has created the Scheidegger Approach, and it's 21 days to, create a major movement and shift in your life and change. And all of that is on her website. Barbara, we're talking about change and adapting to change. And you and I were talking a little bit about the similarities in our upbringing and our childhood. And I said to you that, what seemed to be chaos when you look back at my childhood taught me some incredible adaptation skills. But how to get through life and adapt to change hasn't always been easy for people. And I go through some things still today, but it's super important, isn't it?
Look, it is very important. And what you have to understand, also the listeners have to understand, and I had to understand, I'm not alone. There is help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There will be some rejection, so just walk away from them. You don't need these people, but there are a few of them, they offer you help, or you talk about your problem, you realize that other people are happy to talk about it too, and together sometimes you can find a solution. And if not, get professional help. There's nothing wrong with that. Why not making the change immediately before we hit rock bottom? I was one of them. I was hitting rock bottom. I was afraid to talk to people, to help, until I found one person who said, hey, look, there is help out there, and get help. And once just listen to me. Because there was one time in my life that I called my friend and said, I need to hear something good.
Yeah.
I just need to hear something good. And he said to me, well, would you listen this time to me? And I said, yes. I don't know if there's anything good in my life. I'm down. And he said to me, now listen, where you are now, it didn't come from nothing. You're right now, you're very powerful. You're smart, which I always was told I'm not. You're intelligent, and you have proven it so many times. You learned so many languages after you're 20 years old. You run a business, and you're a good-looking person. And people love you, and understand people love you, and go to the people who love you. Let the other ones go. And he told me, look in the mirror once and just see what you see, and smile, because in the mirror, you see the reflection of you. And today, when you look in the mirror, tell yourself, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I can move forward. Nothing will hold me back. And I did, and it was very, very powerful. I got suddenly the feeling, yes, I'm not alone. And look, to all the listeners who are in this situation, you're not alone. And there is help out there, and there's hope out there. And as long as there is hope, we can move forward. Just leaving the past behind you, you cannot leave everything behind you, because there are good things in there. So take the good things with you and think about the good things that happened to you and that you want to do your best. I mean, change is here. There are some change that we have no control, like losing the job.
Yeah.
Like here in California now, the houses are burning down.
Yeah.
But then people tell me, well, what's the positive in that? I said, well, think about it. You're standing in front of me and you're talking. You're alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
First of all, you're alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, for me, and I think you've gone through this too, Barbara, where had I not gone through, and I know I was divinely guided, I know that this is a plan that was orchestrated, that I had to be aware of, because had I not had that experience happen to me, I would never have gone back to school. I wouldn't have moved from New Jersey to Seattle. I wouldn't be immersed in going to school in California and creating a vision for my life and bringing positive change. None of that would have happened. So I look at it really differently. And I think that what we're talking about is, if we could stop for a moment, even if we don't understand the thing that just happened, but hold that place, that hope and insight will come.
Yeah.
We'll get a new level of awareness, I think, right?
Oh, definitely. Learning how to adapt can make all the difference in navigation your day-to-day existence.
Yeah.
So changes come from choices we make also, like adding new health habits or to our daily routine, because routine also is very, very dangerous.
Mm.
If you go every day and do the same routine all over and over again, your brain becomes how do you say, lazy.
Yeah.
And you don't have to think. And that's when the accidents happen in your life, because it was routine. You pull out of the garage, there is never a car coming, so you don't look anymore.
Right.
Well, there will be the day that a car is coming and it will hit you. So no matter what, you're familiar with your environment, expand it and look around what's around you and see more. So it's very important, it's our daily routine, and changes can come unexpectedly, it's like a change in your work schedule or loss of someone or something, and the change can often bring a feeling of loss of control.
Yeah.
You feel like I lost control over it.
Totally. And then, it's really interesting in the holidays now. We're in the holidays, and I have a routine where I try to move my body 3 or 4 times a week, right? I mean, it's a goal for me. Some people do it every day. I know you're amazing in that way. But for me, when I think about myself, and not even 10 years ago, I was looking at a wheelchair, buying a wheelchair to get around, right? So I don't beat myself up because, I didn't move my body 5 days. But I found something that makes me smile. People laugh at me a little bit. I love playing ping pong, table tennis.
Oh, great.
I love playing table tennis. And it's
you have
funny.
to do what you love to do.
You have to do what you love.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I play with people that range from ages, because we play here in Washington State in the senior center, 50 to 90. 50 to 90. And
look,
they don't really let their bodies get in the way of their joy. And you could tell these folks are happy. How do we help people do that?
Aging is just an excuse. If aging would be a normal process, we would all age the same way. Mm-hmm. But if we start to pay attention to our bodies and to our mind, and again say, yes, I can, through our thoughts, and picture yourself doing what you always wanted to do. You don't have to be the winner. You might be one. That's cool. But the fact is that you're playing with them. That people at their 90s today or their 80, they're still moving forward. And it's not only thanks to the medicine that Western medicine is offering. It's about your mind, that you're telling yourself, yes, I can. If there's a little bit pain in your shoulder and you blame it on your age, it's because I'm 60 years old, it's supposed to hurt. I had that. I said, no, because a 20-year-old can have shoulder pain too. And they say it's not supposed to hurt at 20, so they go and fix it. It's just you did a wrong movement, you did something, it will hurt. Something will hurt in your body. It's not because you're old, because you didn't pay attention to something and it happened. So go and fix it. And you can. And how come that a 72-year-old man can run the marathon?
Right.
Tell me that. And the 20-year-old cannot.
Right. Right.
It's in your mind.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. And you're absolutely right about that. I mean, nowadays, if I get a pain in on my shoulder, just like you talked about, it's because, and Benny will tell you this, it's because I just hit a little white ball about 60 or 70 miles an hour about 1,000 times. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
Smiling and laughing the entire time. Right.
So it has nothing, you're not blaming it at your age. You say, oh my God, I hit the ball a little bit too long. I have to take a little break, or I have to put ice on it, something, and relax. That's what you need to do.
And
you have to listen. The body sends you messages, definitely.
It does. Or like for me, I learned through my illness, and we're going to talk about this when we come back. I learned through my illness what resources are available to me, what natural resources, what things. And, the question really is, how do we move forward? How do we say this? How do we say, yes, I can in the world of chaos? How do we say, yes, I can?
We say always world of chaos. The world has always been chaos. So we just have to adapt what's good for us, that we can move forward. If we make the change, we might help to make other people changes too, instead of blaming it the world. So I just think we create the chaos in ourselves. So we have to get rid of our own chaos first, and then we can address the others. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So we can all do it.
I know we can do it. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the power of yes, I can. What happens?
Absolutely.
What changes in the brain? What happens if you all were to join us right now? And don't even think about why you're saying it, but just join us. Just say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. When we come back, I'm curious to know what has happened to you as you say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Give us a call, 1-800-930-2819. Or post it on Facebook, because this is Facebook Live on transformationtalkradio.com. So, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Don't even think about what you're saying it about. Just say it. We'll be right back.
Who is Barbara Scheidegger at Letting Go Hypnosis? It's me. I'm a real person. I'm a mother, a grandmother, I've been a wife. I understand what it is to go through these trials in life. I practice yoga, I take care of myself nutritionally. I'm a complete person. I have gained the benefit of overcoming fears and have become a very confident, able-bodied person. You are going to be helped by me, a real person who has studied human behavior in Switzerland, hypnotherapy at HMI with John Kappas, NLP with Richard Bandler, and I took seminars with Tony Robbins. So as you can see, I've learned from the best. I have helped many clients. I am confident to tell you that I know what I'm doing. You will not be hurt. It is an important thing to know that the therapist helping you has your well-being in mind. If you are coming in for help and are using hypnotherapy, you have to be confident that the person at the other end of the words is the kind of person you can trust. If you choose to do hypnotherapy with me, you can rest assured you are in good hands. I will be your ally. I'm Barbara Scheidegger, a clinical hypnotherapist. My goal is to help you to achieve your goal.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Let It Go Radio. I'm here with Barbara Scheidegger. She is my co-host today. This is a platform that she has been bringing out to the world, all over the world, so that we can all live this amazing life, create what we desire and go through the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is, but not give up our joy. As I said before, if you want to work with Barbara, just go to her website, letitgohypnosis.com or barbarascheidegger.com. And also there's information. She's got a fabulous YouTube page. You can just go to YouTube, Let It Go Hypnosis, and you'll find out all about this. Great testimonials and stories of people's lives that have changed, that and much more. Today, we're talking about how to move from that victim, state, what the freedom is in doing that. And we were talking, Barbara, about adapting to change. And you've got some tips and tools for us that we're going to talk about. And actually, you have a couple of great stories, too.
Yeah, first of all, I have to tell listeners, look, I have tools and I can I have them available for people. I'm a hypnotherapist, and what really saved me in my life that I can move forward again was hypnotherapy. That's the reason why I'm here today and said, look, there is help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Hypnotherapy is natural, has no side effects, no proven side effects. People are really still looking for, and still they don't know how it works. Scientists still don't know why it works. The reason for that is because we're all different. Our brain is wired differently. We're all in a different, we're all a different person. There's no one like you or one like me. We all our own person, all creative person. Actually, we're all miracles. We're all walking around as miracles. So let these miracles glow and bring it up, and we can help others. If you make a change in a positive way, you bring that to your children in a positive way, and these children will bring that to other friends, and it's a snowball effect. But you have to start with yourself. Don't expect that other people are going to change for you. Forget that. You have to change. Take your life in your hands now and make that change. Adapting to change, actually, using the power of your thought. It is your thought, and nobody else's thought. If you think negative, it will be a negative outcome, and it's your thought. You bringing it where you actually want it to be. And then you say, I told you so. Yes, because you were looking forward to that. So now, changes are here in life, and we can use positive thought to make changes in our lives. And we have the power within us. Just try now. Before we went to the break, Pat just told, think about, yes, I can.
Yeah.
Just, yes, I can. Tell yourself, yes, I can. You're driving in the car, you're sitting in traffic. Instead of being upset, well, it won't help. You won't move forward. Even if you yell and scream, your blood pressure goes up, your heart beats faster, you're getting upset. Instead of saying, yes, I can be calm, or I can be relaxed. Take it as a time just to relax your body. Mm-hmm. Listen to your favorite music. Sing a song. Being upset won't help.
No. It's interesting you say that, because I went to school in California. I moved from the East Coast and I moved to Seattle. And I was in Seattle, lived on Capitol Hill for about a year, and got accepted to a school in California, in the Claremont. And I'd been to California before, but I had not spent any length of time, especially in Southern California. And here I was in this program in California. And I learned a very interesting lesson. One was, don't get out on any of the highways with anything less than a full tank of gas. That was my lesson. I learned that thing very hard. I learned that. Yeah. Don't get out there with a quarter of a tank of gas. That's not going to work. The other thing I learned is exactly what you said. What would it be about me that I would give my power away to traffic or any of that? Or a boss, let's say. Let's say we're working in a place, or a boss. In my case, going back to school at an older age, giving my power away to administration or faculty, right? What would it be about that? What could I learn from adapting to change? Experiences I've never had before. I've never had an experience of sitting on that, the highway in California there for 4 hours until I had it. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So when my friends here in Seattle say, oh my gosh, the traffic on the 405, I'm thinking, but still, it's not enough to steal our joy, is it?
Absolutely. No, look, I had to bring my kids to school. I had to leave home at 7 o'clock. I brought them to school. I had to go on the 101, the 405 every day, 2 hours in the car.
Yeah.
And all I thought, now I have a few, I dropped off my daughter first, and I dropped off my son. But before I dropped him off, I stopped. We had I bought the coffee and the bagel. He had milk and bagel, and we ate that in the car. And that was a good time, even though I was in traffic. Once I dropped him off, I turned on the news, and I just learned whatever was going on in the world. Once I arrived on my work, 2 hours later, I was informed of everything. Mm-hmm. I knew what the president was, what's going on in Europe, what's going on. So I had to see the positive in it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can sit there and feel sorry for myself and say, oh my God, I'm 2 hours in the traffic, I'm tired, and that's boring. I have to do this for the next 20 years. And then you're in that victim mentality.
Exactly.
Suddenly you have that victim. And instead of thinking, hey, I can learn something from it. And that's what I do. You know, thoughts are powerful. And every thought we have is very powerful. If it's negative or positive, it's your thought. You are thinking it. And you have a thought, you create an image.
Mm-hmm.
A thought creates an image. And the image creates an emotion. It comes up in your body. So it's inside. Either you have it inside, your heart beats faster, or you start screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
But what does it bring to us? The reaction is here. If you have a negative thought, your body will really react negatively. It's just what it is.
You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about the show we're doing today, and one of the things that I thought about was anything outside of yes, I can. Anything, any thought outside of yes, I can is no. Yeah. Any thought out of yes, I can. Yeah. Like even with the maybe is a no. Anything, because what that means is that I'm really not willing to look at the opportunity and the awareness and the expansive nature of yes. Because if I'm in maybe, I've eliminated possibilities.
Yeah.
But there's an energy, and I know in your ebook that you wrote, Yes, I Can, you talk about self-empowerment and how we can achieve our goals through this. And that's an interesting conversation also to have. You know, it's hard, isn't it, to move forward in our desires if we're not in the power of yes.
It's hard, and I agree, it's hard. But but you have a choice. Do you want to have that life, easy thoughts and being miserable, or going to something that you really want to and moving forward? So yes, it's hard, but it's joyful, because every little step you make, you move forward towards your goal. It's not going to be an overnight fix. That rarely happens. But it's a start, and every day, look how far you came to get closer to your goal. Who did you talk to? What can you learn from this person? And always I say, it's possible. Always this thing, it's possible, and yes, I can. And if people say, oh, that's impossible, the thing I say, you know, the impossible just takes a little bit longer, maybe cost a little bit more in time or a little bit money, but you can get there if you really want it. It's your desire. Think about things that you did in your life because you really wanted them. You got them. So why not doing that every day? You consciously put yourself in the right thinking to make a change and focus how much you actually want to have that change. You have to be involved. And I'm telling to the listeners always, it's your job, and you have to surrender. And surrender doesn't mean giving up something. It's not that I have to give up something to get something. Surrender means accepting as it is, and not as you want to see it. And once you see as it is, you can work with that, and not just think, oh, I let it go, let go. Something. No, that's why I say that it's the now that counts. What you have now.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about how do we go from yes, I can in your mind to yes, I can change in your life. Barbara's going to share some stories with us. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Take your goal and turn it into a challenge. Work as hard as you can to achieve your goal. Make it your priority. Celebrate your progress in a way that helps further your progress. Each step towards your goal brings you closer and beyond. Tell yourself, yes, I can.
Welcome back to Let It Go Radio. I'm so glad I'm here with Dr. Pat, and we're still talking about how can we adapt to change. This is the biggest problem for people, to adapt to change, because so new. We are create our own lives, and it's just amazing what actually we have the power to do. And there are just some steps that we have to do in just moving forward, especially now to the holiday season, so you're ready for New Year's. People don't take the time to plan. You need a plan, so you get your New Year's resolution at New Year's for the rest of the year and for the rest of your life. So it's going to be a lifetime changing resolution. But we have to start now. And basically, it's get your head in the right place before you start. You have to know what you want. And this will be actually good for you. Once you just realize what you want, focus only on the goal now and not really on the process. What is it? It is adapting to something that new. It really takes time. It's not overnight fix. Anything, even if you're a toddler, you have to start to walk. How many times did you fall on the butt? Hurt yourself, but did you ever said to your mom, I'm not walking, it hurts, I'm giving up? No, you wanted it so badly. Yes, there was some pain involved, but today you walk and you run. That's why don't let fear get in the way of your focus. Let go of those fears, and hypnotherapy can help you to let go of those fears. Understand there is hope, and everything will pass in time. Set your goal, go for it, embrace the winding road. It might wiggle, it might turn, no matter what. Look forward. There is no plan B. There is plan A. Even if you fall on your butt, get up. It's just a little bruise. Ouch, it hurts, but fine, you can move forward. And tell yourself, you look in the mirror, yes, I can. And feel the power that goes within you. Just say right now, wherever you are, yes, I can. And go in that change wholeheartedly, knowing that it will be permanent. No matter how small the steps are, you are moving forward. With every little step forward, change is happening. Whether it's inside or outside of your body, or both. Most things are having, the change has to have inside, most probably, and then it will glow out. People will see the energy that you bring with you. Yes, you can. It's possible. Yes, I can. And take no excuse attitude. If you say you want this change, then go and get it. Make it happen. Make a list of what you want. And don't think about the things that have stopped you before. It's old, gone. Now what you want and how can you get there? That you can achieve your goal. Then tell yourself that all those things that you were stopping before are excuses. even the excuse to have excuses. All this is it's moving forward now. Don't make excuses for your excuses either. Very simple. We just move forward. Yes, I can. You have doubts? Just look in the mirror. Yes, I can. You don't have a mirror? Stand up straight. Take a deep breath and yes, I can. Remember that we have the ability to adapt. That's already within us. Sit and think about all the hard things you have been through in your life. Think about how your life was different after you got through the challenges you faced. Even if they're big or small, it advanced you in your life. Dig deep and find out your own ability to adapt when someone or something hasn't forced you to do. And know that you can, because you already have. You know, I have that mantra that I tell myself in the morning when I get up, especially when sometimes even I went through all the changes in my life, but sometimes doubt comes up and I have to make a change immediately. I say always, I accept that I cannot change that which is, and yet I can change what's in my power to do so. I believe in my success. I believe I am successful. I know I am successful. I surrender. And in that surrendering, I step into my new successful life that I have created for myself. I accept my new life with gratitude. I open the door to the universe in its infinite potential to grant me the success that I deserve. Thank you. Believe in yourself. Know that you can. And yes, you can. Start the day already with your eyes open and telling yourself, yes, I can. No matter how hard it is for you to get up that morning, smile, yes, I can. And on your way to the bathroom, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can. Until it becomes a habit, until it becomes a normal thought for you that yes, you can move forward. And you need help, get the help. There's nothing wrong to get help. We all need each other. And if you can make a change, in that change, I know you can help someone else to make a change too. But to make a change in the world, we have to start with ourselves. The world will not change by itself. People are not going to change for you either. So you make the change within you in a positive way. You have the power to think positive. From today on, just whatever has brought you down today, think it as a learning experience, a challenge that you can move forward. It's just an experience and you move forward with the learnings you have. It is an exercise, and that's what we have to do. But start with, yes, I can, because I know you can, and deep inside, you know you can. So let's do it. Have a joyful season for the next year, and not only in December.
Wow. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you so much. Barbara Scheidegger, everyone. Please go to letitgohypnosis.com. You can go to barbarascheidegger.com. Thank you so much for all that you do in the world, Barbara.
My pleasure. I'm so happy that I was able to talk to you and to the listeners, and I hope I can help them to go a step forward.
I'm telling you, I know you can. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning us in and turning us on. We have another hour coming up on Transformation Talk Radio. Enjoy it. Live life full out. We'll see you next time.